everyone, welcome to Random Chats with Bosun. My name is Bosun Bankole. On this channel, I discuss lifestyle, career, marriage, and faith related issues. If those are things you like and are interested in, please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. Today, I want to talk about another interesting topic, and it's something I call reasons why marriages fail. This topic is so dear to my heart because I do believe that nothing prepares you for the reality of marriage. We meet people, we fall in love with them, we build an opinion as to who we think they are, but then we get married to these people and different shades of them unfolds, and we may not even be prepared for all of these shades to this person. That brings me to my first thought as to why marriages fail. And it's because people want to get married and remain single. They want to be married but run their own show, have their own life, do their own things without giving consideration to this other person. But it doesn't work like that. Like, it defeats the whole purpose of two becoming one. I understand that human beings are meant to be selfish, right? We're meant to put our own selves first. But then you get married to somebody and you're supposed to put yourself and the other person first, and that could be challenging at the beginning. But as you continue in a marriage, you'll find out that if you're with somebody whose ideologies are matched with yours, whose expectations are matched with yours, whose goals and dreams are matched with yours, you would find out that fulfilling their dreams or helping them to pursue their own dreams is also fulfilling your own dreams, right? So when we don't achieve that cohesion, it brings a lot of friction into marriages, and it begins to chip into the foundation of the marriage one day at a time. The other point I think I should share about why marriages fail is that people get married and start to take each other for granted. Remember, at the beginning, we couldn't get over each other, we're always together, but as time goes on, we start to behave as if we've had enough of someone. We start to think they don't really matter. You bring them into the conversations last. After you've made your decisions or after you've have done everything, you just feel they need to know for needing to know basis. We don't consider them as important as we used to, and that also gets at the person. Don't assume that they always understand why you're not bringing them along. Don't assume that they understand you love them already and there's no reason to pay attention to care, or there's no reason to intentionally make steps to showing you continue to love each other or care about each other, because when you don't, then you're taking each other for granted. Remember, before it gets so deep into challenges, this is someone whose opinion matters to you, who you go to for counsel, or who you discuss your next steps with. But suddenly you're thinking they are no longer as important, and the person knows too, right? They can feel it that you're no longer involving them. And when you continue to do this, they also begin to feel less relevant to that union. So when we take each other for granted, it also affects the foundation of our marriages in not a small way. Another thought of mine about why marriages fail is that when people get married, they involve other people. And I'm not saying it's wrong to involve other people, but I'm saying it's wrong when you involve other people for your own selfish reasons. For example, if you take your marriage issues to your friends or your family members, they see you as this perfect person and would always think in a way that favors you and not the other person. So if you really want to seek a marriage counsel, go to a professional or a marriage counselor who can help you see to every side of the story and not just listen to what favors you more than your spouse. And the other issue is you cannot live your life based on other people's manual. You can look at other marriages and make comparison to yours, because the people involved are different and your marriage is unique because you are unique, right? So don't make comparisons to your marriage based on what you see your friends doing or how their lives look more perfect than yours. Rather, cherish what you have, focus on what you have, and then you can have some faith in keeping up with your marriage. Otherwise, the marriage would not last, because it's a lot of pressure trying to live a life that is not your own, right? It's a lot of pressure. So you don't want to do that. You want to live your life to the fullest based on your own parameters. Another thought of mine is emotional baggages, and this is so important. It is not fair for people to get married to someone while they're in love with somebody else. It's such a pedestal that nobody can measure up to. However nice this person you're married to is, whatever they do, they may not be able to steal your heart because it belongs to someone else. And when that goes on too long, the emotional baggage becomes too long to bear, then your spouse may give up to say, oh no, I can't even keep up with this, right? It is only fair for you to be upfront about who you are in love with and just go with that person, or be intentional about falling in love anew with this person that you're with. If you do not give love a chance, if you keep looking behind, or you keep looking at what you used to have and keep comparing this person to that person, to your old self or the old person you had, it's just not fair, because that is expecting them to be who they are not, right? That's a lot of selfishness. It's not fair to this person. So, and I think it's a major issue in marriages. It's just so difficult to break through when you have somebody you're married to who's in love with someone else. It's just a difficult place to be, and I think it's a major reason why marriages also fail. And another thought I have to share is people go into marriage expecting that this one person will fulfill all their hopes of love, affection, desire. You just expect this person to be your praise leader all your life. It's a lot to expect from one person. And that happens when you don't have an enriched life. You only have your spouse to run to all the time. Why don't you get your emotional needs fed from either your career, so you come home fulfilled? And I say it for somebody who's in a career as well. Like, when you've achieved something at work that you are proud of, it affects your mood every time you come home, right? It doesn't mean that work is more important. No, it just means that you're being fulfilled as a person, and that fulfillment also spreads to your relationship. It spreads to your marriage, right? And then when you are happy, then they can also be happy because the atmosphere is less toxic, right? But if you're expecting your happiness to be dependent on how this person treats you, what they say to you, or what they do not say to you, you'll be under a lot of pressure. And in those instances, the marriage may not survive that. Well, I do hope that you do something intentional this week. I do hope that if you're still married to this person, I hope that you do something to show that you still care, something to show that you believe in the relationship you have, and that you're committed to make things work. If you've enjoyed everything I spoke about today, please don't forget to like, and don't forget to subscribe. Next week, I'll be here to talk about more reasons why marriages fail. And I'd look forward to reading all your thoughts about reasons why marriages fail, or some things that you've noticed and you would like me to share as some of the reasons that could encourage someone to stay in the marriage or probably make a better decision. All right. Thank you, and do have a wonderful week.